Hey y'all, it's Lady Jarhead. I'm gonna do a quick resin update. I'll have to do another one because I still got stuff curing, but I'll just do the pieces I popped out. I tried to marble the back of this koi, and I don't know if I was using the wrong fingernail pot, but make a long story short, it did not come out at all. So I'm gonna have to go back. I did it in a silicone baking pan. Maybe that was the problem because I didn't have a cup big enough to do this fish in. So maybe that was the issue. Maybe that was the silicone mold I used. It was a big heart thing that I was big enough to dip this in, you know. I didn't want to mess up any of my good kitchen bowls. So it didn't come out, but what I did was I actually used, see where that dark spot is? That was where the nail polish stuck in it. Oh, it looked horrible. But anyway, I just did alcohol inks on it, and it's a really dark purple with some blue hues here and there, and like a magenta purple mix. You can see it has darker spots in it. So that's how that came out. Not a total waste, but definitely not what I wanted. And then I popped these pieces out that I got from House of Ink. Got some more molds coming in from her too. Can't wait to get that corset mold. I am in love with that corset. I did this piece. It came out pretty nice with the guns and the skull. I did this. I have to do another coat on this banner because it's really thin. So I'm doing another coat on the banner and then write in Mom. But I did a crackle leopard background and a heart with some glitter crackle paint. Oh my god, it's so pretty. But I got to do the banner again and then do my highlights, my black ink in there where the banner creases over and stuff, and then I'll fill in the Mom, and I have more work to do on that. I've got to sit down. I'm sorry. My back is burning. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, it's been a rough couple days. I did this this new brass knuckles House Ink did. I got some over pour in here. I'm gonna have to clean up, but it came out pretty well. And that was a crackle purple with a white background. I should have did a different background than the white, but it's purple, pink, and white. And then these Xbox and PlayStation remotes I have to paint. I have to decorate up and paint. So I was doing this mold here. I don't like how I did that. This is a fingernail polish, and this white's just too much brighter than this. It doesn't look right, but this is really thin. So I don't know if it's going to set up with the ink I used in there or what, and one side is thicker than the other. So that might have been me, because I had a lot of over pour on this mold for some reason. I don't know what. I was pouring in pain, so I'm sure it was me. But I wish this piece was just, Michelle, I wish you could make that just a little thicker. Actually, yeah, a little thicker, especially on the wingtips. It's kind of thin. I really love it, but it's I'll sit it down another day or two and see if it's still bendy here. I don't like the way it came out anyway. I was just trying. I like this pearly looking skull, but the white here is too harsh. What I'll probably do is paint these crossbones black and then do something right here with paint and fix it up a bit, because I did a really poor job on the colors I picked here. And then this one, I love this one. This mold's nice and thick. This mold's really nice too. It's not thick, but it's definitely thicker than this one. It's not soft and bendy like that one. I really like it. It's really cool. I think I'll do some designs in the guns next time. Just play around with it. This one is too much white. I'm going to paint the guitars. I'm leaving these white and the skull white. I'm going to put some black paint in here and rub it off for the detailing on the skull. And then I think I'm going to, I did silver here and then the black. This was all painted in the mold. I have done no painting on this piece. This was actually fingernail polish in the mold I used for all of this. And I really like it, but I think it needs more color because there's too much white going on here. So I'm going to paint the guitars a different color and leave this. I want red, white, and blue. stars here. So I left that there like that, and then I'll put black in the skull and rub it off. And the wings have that silver confetti type fingernail polish. I really like that. That came out nice. And then I did a white sparkly sparrow flying bird thing so I can draw on it. And I did this neon pink fish. This sucker is like a horrible color. And then I did this crown, which I really like. Now there's some little, you can't tell because it's like blindingly sparkly, but there's little circles in here for more bling, but they're smaller than this, so I'm going to get some Swarovski crystals I have in my drawer over there, and I'm going to fill all of these in with those, and then I'll glaze on top. I really like that. It turned out really nice. And then this I love. This was a complete accident. This design in here, I used this fingernail polish and I didn't like the color, so I added a peachy ink to it, and I poured it in the mold, and it was just leftover ink from doing that, and then I poured white on top of it before it was cured all the way. It was sticky, but not severely tacky. It was still where it could blend a little bit, and this is how, like a marbling effect. Okay, but then the fingernail polish kind of separated from the ink a little bit and made those splotches in there. Of course, I put the glow-in-the-dark glitter in there too. And look at those splotches and stuff. That is so flippin' cool. I love it. I bet you anything I would not be able to recreate that if I tried. Complete accident, but oh my god, it came out awesome. And I love it. It rocks. And then I did a frame in it, which it's like this. It's swirly. You can't really see. Well, there you go. You can kind of see. I really like that one too. And then of course I did these two little crowns with it. And oh my gosh, I love them. They're gorgeous. I just love how that turned out. And this little teeny butterfly. Ooh, drop it. Little teeny butterfly. It's so cute. I did those crowns, and then I did another skull, and it looks silvery, but it's green. It's like a tilly bluey green glitter type stuff. I don't know. It's a fingernail polish. It's got confettis and it's got blue and greens in it. I really like it. And then I'll highlight the raised areas on the skull, and then I did an outline for the picture frame. These haven't been glazed or anything, I mean sanded or anything, so they're kind of got messy ends and stuff. And then this is all just leftover resin that I needed to pour. Yeah, don't snap at those cats, don't do it. And then I got the Polaroid. I really like that. I'm gonna put a picture in there and then glaze over it. And then I think that's pretty much all of the other pieces I did. I didn't do a large pour that time. Been doing small things. Oh, I did these gummy bears with this. This is a nail polish. This was the nail polish I did. The same nail polish with the glow in the dark. And then I didn't like. I had a little bit left and I wanted to change it up, so I added the peach looking dye. Ink dye in there, and so that's where I got the different colors of that. And so I made two of these gummy bears. I want to make a bunch different colors and stuff, and put them on a bracelet next to each other like this. Drill two holes, drill one on each side, and put it on the little rubber thingies, the two, one up here and one down here, so where they're side by side until you stretch them out to put them on your wrist. So I'll make that. And then I did this cross from Liana Glitter Bugs mold. I really like it. I'm going to paint the cobwebbing black and then do a red glittery pearlescent thing here, and I'm probably going to put a little spider on it. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Okay, and then I did these huge lips, and of course I glazed with resin with my brush from my friend Kat. And it actually looks like it's, I know I've got a lot of like drippage around it, but it's plastic, it'll pop right off when it dries, and then I can take my scissors and cut the edge off and then sand it and it'll be fine. I'm not going to glaze the back. So I don't think I missed any spots. I shouldn't have all the overpour I got, but I don't know. I'll see when I pick it up and handle it. It's still wet, so. But I think it came out pretty good. Those are some huge lips, just to give you an idea. I always stick my hand in resin when I do a video. Always. Never fails. Ever. I'm going to move those because there's some resin over here and I don't... Oh, I hope I didn't get them in there. What happened was I was mixing resin right here and I tipped the cup and it poured out. Yeah, I tipped the whole cup of resin right here. And I just took my popsicle stick, stuck my cup underneath the edge here. That's why it's kind of tacky. I'm waiting for it to dry so I can scrape it up. But I just took my popsicle stick and scraped it all down to the edge and back into my cup. And it didn't get everywhere. It just it's just tacky right here because I spilt right there. So I have to wait till it dries. That's the wonderful thing about having plastic on your tables. When stuff like that happens, you just scoop it up and then you let it dry and then you can just peel it right off. This stuff peels right off when it dries. So, perfect. I actually need to change my plastic because it's, you see how dirt, I just put paint on there when I'm painting. I just use this as my palette sometimes too. When I'm just doing a little bit, I'll just squirt my little paint right there and take my paintbrush and use it. So my plastic gets abused on my tables pretty badly, but it works for me. So back to what I was talking about before I got on a ramble. Pinata guts, those are your they got the last coat of glaze on them. I did both sides. There are some air bubbles in them. They're very tiny, micro little bubbles here and there. I can see them, but that's the best I'm going to be able to get them. I don't have a vacuum chamber. I let it set as long as I can before it gets tacky. And, you know, I get as much bubbles out as I can. But my Peepses are not bubble-free, people. So if you buy from me or you want something from me, you might be able to find a bubble. Not the big old bubbles. I'm talking little microscope, you know, micro bead type bubbles. Like if you look in this piece, you see the little tiny micro bubbles? Yeah. That was the resin I spilled all over my table. I just poured in here. So, yeah, that worked out well. So, I mean, you can see in the clear pieces, there are bubbles here and there. But I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. But, see, every now and then you can see the little, really close up, you can see little. But, that's as good as my pieces will get. I'm not gonna huff on top of it and blow it with straws forever. It makes me lightheaded and it doesn't work for me anyway. I mean, I start off with just as many bubbles. So this piece fell down in the crack and it started to pour out. So these are my latest bottles / fish bowls. They're pretty tacky, so I'm going to try to show them. Let's see. At that one, those are skulls in the bottom of the fish bowl, and they are glow-in-the-dark skulls. And it's a realistic goldfish sticker I used in that one with some grass behind it. And then this one is a Chinese fighting fish with their rocks and some bubbles. And then this one is a really cute little yellow fish with red rocks, red and white rocks. And then the plants. So that's that one. And of course they'll look better when I pop them out and I'll show them again. It's just I have to wait for these to get set up. I just stuck my brush in that piece, that domino piece that I tried to resin. Just messed that up. Oh well, I'm always messing stuff up. There's a lot of these I have to put overpour. I have to make them really thick because the little grasses and stuff I use. Look at that, sticky. The little grasses and stuff I use. I have to fill it up really full to cover it so it's not real bumpy on the back. So that's my new little panda with bamboo behind it and flowers all around it. It's sitting in a patch of grass eating. I'm going to paint some eucalyptus leaves on that bamboo. So not eucalyptus leaves, but bamboo leaves. Get it straight, Sean. I'm just talking in circles and getting my fingers in every bit of tacky resin I can find. So wonderful. I did this heart too, and I can't pop it out. I got everything out but this one little piece, and I cannot for the life of me get it out. So I'm waiting till the cat's just knocked over that. They're fighting each other. So I'm waiting for my daughter to get home to see if she can pop it out for me, because I'm just not able to pop it out without tearing up the piece. So I did a unicorn, and she's prancing, and I've got glitters and sparkles behind her, and I'm gonna paint a rainbow behind her, right there in that corner there, and then paint a background color. And then this one is a girl swinging on a swing from a tree. I drew the swing in behind her, and I should have cut that piece between her arms out. I didn't catch it till after I stuck her in the resin, but oh well. She's got her arms up over her head, and she's swinging from the swing. And I did sparkles behind her too. And then this one I don't really care for. It's a lizard climbing on a... I try to do like a terrarium, what do you call that? You know, the thing that you stick the lizards in, the little tank that you stick... You hear those cats? Oh my god. You know, the tanks that you keep your amphibians and your lizards and stuff in. But I didn't like the way it turned out. We'll see if I can doctor it up some. Then I did another seal on some ice with stars behind it. I'll paint some blue under the... I put some cotton underneath the ice this time so I can paint blue behind it. It'll look more like ice. And then I did another wolf, and I brought the fog up this time. I have to paint the moon behind there. There's stars in there. They're really hard to see because they're in these... You'll see them better as I pop them out and finish them up. I just want to do a little sneak peek. And then I got this little deer with grass and flowers. And then I got this wolf with a tree behind it. And I'm going to put a moon up over here. And no, there's not any stars. I might not put a moon. I might do a day. Put a sky back there behind this one. I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. Leave it, and I got a forest view. Like he's calling to his girlfriend or something. And then this buck on with a little hill, little grassy hill, and some flowers. It's really hard to see. That is the grassy hill, which is styrofoam underneath it, but you can see it's grass from this side. So just to give you an idea. And then I did this. What is her name? Oh my god, her name. Crystal, something Crystal. I'll have to put her name in the down bar from Facebook. She's in the resin group on Facebook. She made me these cool genies. She made me like 6 of them and sent them to me. So this is a genie with her genie bottle here, and I'm going to paint a red carpet underneath her with gold tassels, so she's flying on the flying carpet. She made me a whole bunch. She made some with like a ghost body, so it's coming out of the genie lamp. I can't wait to use one of those too. So but she sent me a whole bunch. So thanks to her for she saw these bottles and thought that would be a cool idea, and I said, yeah, I'm trying to find some genie stickers or something, and she made me these polymer clay genies. That was so nice of her. And then I have, this is going to be an awesome one, 2 horses. One is eating the grass and one is behind. It's you know, layered. One's in front of the other. So, and there's clouds above them. Is that not flippin' awesome? And then some more. This is a fairy image that I Mod Podged and cut out. She's sitting in the forest bed with sparkles behind her. And I'll do a background with that one. Paint a background on. And then this, of course, this is the one I just It's almost set up, so it's going to be over poured because it fell down in the crack on that mold. So I hope it's not uneven on the back. No, it looks pretty even, just shallow crapola. Anyhow, there's a fairy, and I'm gonna leave this clear, just do the trim on top and bottom because the clear one looked really nice the last time. And then there's another one that I'm just gonna leave clear with the fairy. And then of course I had a ton of leftover resin from that, from doing the layers on those, and so I mixed some ink and poured those, and then poured some more brass knuckles, and then poured a clear Polaroid picture in a couple of those. Never used that mold before. Pastry Diva gave me that mold, so see how those pop out. And that is it, my peoples. Yeah, that's it. That's what I've done. So when these set up tomorrow, I'll pop them out and I'll get to painting on the backs and sealing it with the polyacrylic. I'm not going to glaze these with resin. That was a one-time deal. I'm not hooked on the glazing with resin. It's too time consuming and too tedious and aggravating for me. I'll stick with my polyacrylic. I'm happy with that. So I'll work on the rest of these paintings on this and this stuff here the next day or two, and I'll do another video when I am finished with that. And Pastry Diva, Cat, and I cannot remember the other two people. I mailed out packages. My daughter mailed them out for me this morning. And my friend from Canada, what is your name? The girl that just sent me the buddy box from Canada. I've got it all packed up and ready to go. It's right there. But I'm going to have to do the customs form. So hopefully I'll get that Monday for you. Or maybe tomorrow if I make it before the post office closes. But I doubt it because they close early. But that's it, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Bye.